We're going to start off this morning. We're going to be talking about some breaking news on Disney that I found interesting. Now let's take a step back. On this channel, when Disney was forgotten, forlorn, and beaten down and moving beneath $80, I did video after video after video saying, guys, this is the time to buy this incredible company. Disney, controversial in the last decade. It's been a controversial company, but overall, I'm looking at the big picture view of this company, that they own a lot of the brands that Americans and the world loves. Marvel, Star Wars, tons of brands, and that just if they fail even now and do everything wrong now, one of the things I've said repeatedly is if the management comes out and puts things into order, they can turn it around with the quality of brands that they own. And, you know, all they needed to do was to come out and say, we're going to fix things, we're going to do them a little bit better, we're going to return back to some of our previous models of business. They did that, and sure enough, here we are, 55% up from that bottom of right below $80. So this has been an incredible run. You know, I get a ton of comments, and I love the comments. I love interacting with you guys. I always want to say thank you for the comments, for putting a heart in there and hitting a like for me right off the bat. I appreciate it. But, you know, someone said to me, Josh, you got Disney wrong. And I didn't even know what they're talking about. I'm thinking, Disney wrong? We bought this perfectly at the bottom. We've been holding it. And the only thing that I could think of that they might have been thinking about is that when we got to the last earnings, I was concerned about how high we'd come up, and I wanted to be prepared to either take profits or to hedge my long-term hold position. Now, really, my intention is going to be to hedge my position and protect it from the downside, right? That's really what I want to do. But because I expressed concern, maybe even some fear going into earnings that we might have come up enough and it was time to go back, someone took that as me not being bullish. If you understand what I've been laying down on Disney for really the last couple of years, is that I wanted to own Disney long-term at the right price because I believe it's a great investment. But let's just take a step back and cover some of the hot news stories that we're getting on it right now. Florida governor and Disney reach a settlement in lawsuit over special district. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and Walt Disney have reached a settlement to end a high-profile lawsuit in state court over the control of the special district that includes Walt Disney World in Orlando, the company said on Wednesday. DeSantis and the entertainment conglomerate have been embroiled in a dispute since 2022, when former Disney CEO Bob Chapek criticized a state legislative effort to limit classroom discussion of sexuality and gender issues for younger students. And this goes on and on. So here's the thing. First of all, I tend to look at things more along the lines of what's going on with the money. The fact is, this was a deal that Florida probably has been wanting to renegotiate with Disney for a long time so they can get a bigger piece of the pie. Let's be very clear about it. It's typically always about money. Florida's got a thriving, successful tourist business in its state, and it had given up and made a lot of concessions. And so when this controversial subject came along, they used it as an opportunity to go after and to open up negotiations with Disney about how to get more taxation out of them. Of course, Disney, they've got the responsibility to their shareholders to keep themselves from paying a lot of tax, and so they entered into negotiations. Now, this is a pretty big deal, the fact that this got resolved today, because the truth is, Florida wants it behind them. Disney wants it behind them. In my view, the entire thing was bad press for everybody and both sides, and today it got resolved. Now, I'm going to take you into the charts because technically, on this good news of litigation being put into the past, technically the stock should have skyrocketed up today. Now, it didn't. And so I've seen some pretty bearish things in the chart. But before you guys freak out and think that I'm saying that I'm not interested in holding Disney for a long term, I want you to understand there's more ways than just selling your stock to hedge yourself. I'm going to be looking to cover and protect my stock position by hedging it with some puts. Now, if the stock continues to go higher, my puts, if I buy short time frame puts, they would expire and become worthless, and it would just be wasted money. But if I buy in the money in a far out time frame, those will not fluctuate much in price. But if we do get a big pullback, they will become profitable. I can hold my shares. And then when we get to support, which I'll show you guys in a minute, I can sell those puts at a profit, take that money and reinvest it in the shares. So here's what I'm telling you guys. Today, Disney had really good news, but it only went up a little bit, and it went up a little bit on much lower volume. If you guys follow my page, you understand that for me to get bullish on price action going up, I've got to see volume and momentum. And here we have Disney with good news and no volume. Matter of fact, volume was dropping. It's as if nobody cared. None of the buyers showed up to the good news buying party. All of the sellers were sitting there by themselves in the lonesome, getting neglected. So let's go into the charts, and I'm going to show you guys what I see regarding how the stock is performing. The very first thing I want to show you guys is this bad news, bearish divergence in the chart. And if you understand what bearish divergence is all about, it's when momentum is pointing down, but the price action is pointing up. It means the price is going up on weaker momentum. And you guys can see with your own eyes that we're clearly at a higher price and a lower momentum level. So that's the first thing I want you guys to see. Now let's take a step back. You guys can see where I've got my support levels marked. I clearly see strong support at $108. I'm going to go to a longer time frame. Right now we're on the daily chart. I'm going to go to the weekly chart because I want you guys to see Disney over a much broader time frame, so you can get a picture of where we're at, right? So I want you guys to see that where we're at right now with the price, right around 120 to 122, is a historic price point. We've been in this range before, okay? So this has come up to this level more than one time, and when it's come up to this level, it's operated as resistance. Eventually, when it broke through it, we came back to this level and it acted as support, but we ended up going higher. We came back beneath it, it came back up, it acted as resistance. And so we're in this area where more often than not, it has acted as resistance. Okay, so more often than not, where we're at right now has proven to be resistance. And so I'm not telling you to immediately sell your Disney. I'm just telling you that the run up is really coming to the top of the range. So if you're doing any short trading with Disney, it favors a down move, not an immediate up move. And the fact that we got good news and didn't immediately spike higher is telling you that there's buyer exhaustion. So watch Disney for a long-term pullback to 108 or $98. Those are the two significant areas of support. Now, it could go as high right now all the way up to 127 potentially. And so we have not had a clear direction change at the moment. We're still drifting up, but just on lower momentum. And then one more thing I see in the charts is that we've got a doji candle. Doji candles represent indecision between the bulls and the bears, and they often signal a reversal, especially if they're at the top or the bottom of a move. The doji candle we got today on Disney is at the top of the move on good news with lower momentum. It's kind of a pretty bearish chart overall. If you look at the immediate spot that we're in, if you take a big step back, hey man, we came up from $80, 55% up to $120. This was a massive win. And in the long term, I think Disney's worth holding. I just want to buy more at the right price. And the right price to buy more is between 108 and 98. Guys, you've got my game plan on Disney. I want to quickly shout out the MOOMOO investment app because here we are, only a few more days left for you to take advantage of one of their very best offers, which is their 8.1% interest rate. You can just put money onto the exchange and save it there, and you're going to earn 8.1%. Plus, you can get up to 15 free stocks. I'm going to leave a link for MOOMOO in the top pinned comment as well as the description of the video for you guys to check it out. It's available in Australia, the US, and Canada. The offer is going to be different in each location. That's where you can find it. Go check it out, guys. I'll leave it there for you. So that's what I've got for you guys today. I appreciate you joining me. Thanks for hitting the like for me. Hit that subscribe if you want to keep getting these types of updates. Look forward to talking to you guys soon. Peace and blessings. Take care.